This makes me really glad that we have a home base to kind of retreat to.
Oh yeah, you got the boat flotilla.
We got a boat. We got a
Got a
caravan.
caravan. You got a mobile home inside the portable hole.
We are not spoiled.
You guys are not spoiled. Spoiling you would be giving you access to Demiplane early. That is spoiling.
Just wait till Bones gets Magnificent Mansion.
Magnificent Mansion's pretty cool. But have you seen Demiplane?
I admittedly have not.
So, like, Demiplane, it allows you to make a pocket of space between realities, like a big room, right? Every time you cast it, you can create another room that is persistent. You can connect them together.
So we really need to work on leveling Reginald. Because
So
that is an 8th
eventually,
level spell.
eventually, over time, you can create like a realm or a castle
but you
or
have
an
to be a
apartment building.
warlock or a wizard.
Oh shit, really?
Yeah.
Do bards get access to it through magical secrets?
I don't. I think it might be too high level.
Maybe. Well, bards do get access to level 9 spells. Bards are full casters.
Yeah, bards
But-
get access
Yes.
to wish.
But I might be thinking of lore bards who get access to
Yeah.
magical secrets. Well, perhaps in time, Vanya will become a real wizard and not a half wizard.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. Wizards are crazy. Is that Alicia?
Or we'll find an amulet of Demiplane.
That would also work. I would also settle for a piece of music that lets us cast Summon House. That would be great.
Summon house. Summon cozy cabin. I might just gank that from TDK. Well, I can't say that. That would be spoiling things.
Gank it, cause I love that it was so nice as a DM. Like total peek behind the screen. It was so nice to let you guys have your own little place that like go. I didn't have to track who was doing guard duty or whatever. It was like you guys have a house. You're fine.
Oh yeah. There was another campaign that we played in with Bad TM, where basically there was they called it the clubhouse, but it was almost like a castle or mansion inside of a stable demiplane. The players inherited access to it. Like, they got an item or some kind of means to travel to it. It already existed when they got to it. So no one had to, like, cast the spell to make it.
Oh man, now I'm thinking of making a spell.
Imagine Magnificent Mansion, but, like, it's solid state. It exists out there in the space between spaces.
So now I'm imagining a spell, which...
Not necessarily the mansion, but I know there are certain spells that if you cast them every day for a year, they become permanent.
Oh yeah, there's a couple like that.
Mm-hmm. So I'm thinking of, like, some sort of spell, like... You know Howl's Moving Castle, where they can move the house into different areas?
Oh no.
But
giant.
Instead of that, like a demi-plane that has multiple doors that go different places, but you can only go in the door that you can only go out the door you came in. So like you can't use it to travel, but different people can kind of connect where they wouldn't.
Magical key.
So,
the key opens the door.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's a stable area inside of a demiplane, and you can access it from Astor City or from somewhere in Renoa or from Tekal. They all go to the same place.
They all go to the same place.
But when you leave, you come out the same place you entered from.
Exactly.
So you can meet people, and oh my god, it's an MMO lobby.
It is literally an MMO lobby.
Thanks, I hate it. Thanks, I hate it.
To be fair, I was not actually thinking of an MMO lobby. I was thinking about, originally, like, what's the name of those stupid books? Lord of the Rings, but God, I can't remember the name of it. Narnia, Chronicles of Narnia books. They have like a thing like that.
Oh, Through the Wardrobe?
Yeah, but like
into Narnia?
Way into the series, like deep cut.
Yeah,
Is that
there are other ways into Narnia.
Oh, I feel like
Not
that's
just
a
that one fucking closet.
Mitch. Didn't you read like the Narnia novels, or am I
I
mistaken?
did ages ago.
Do you remember what
I think it's me misremembering The Magician's Nephew.
The Magician's Nephew?
The Magician's Nephew was all about like the creation of Narnia, and there was some like weird interdimensional stuff going on there.
Love it. Love to see it. Love to hear it.
I can't remember where it was from, but this magic user, his ability revolved around keys. And once he made like a doorway, he'd have a key to that doorway.
Ooh, that is a really cool character concept.
So like, he can make a key that goes from, say, Maine to Nevada, and that doorway that always had that key. And then he could use the same physical door and make have a new key to go to someplace else.
So long as he
Whatever
has the
put
key
in the
to
lock,
that door.
was the door he opened.
So like
Oh,
the
that's neat.
Keymaster from The Matrix.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Okay. We are translating this same concept into like 5 different genres. Someone's going to bring up a horror genre soon where it's like the bag man who comes out of any bag.
I mean, the great thing about Demiplane though is if you know 2 people that have Demiplane and you want to meet up, you say, "Hey, I'm going to be jumping into your Demiplane. Open your door in 5 minutes." And
Sharing
everyone,
front codes.
yeah, because I was looking at the spell.
If you know
you
of
either,
the plane.
yeah, if you know of the plane, if you know the nature and contents of a demiplane created by a casting of the spell by someone else, you can connect to it, and you can always reconnect to your original one.
Mhm.
But it's like, oh, I'm in Tikal. I go into the demiplane, and then one of the sages happens to have their demiplane that I know, and they open their door, and I just walk the fuck out and show up in the White Tower.
I mean, that would be the expected use of the demiplane, that 8-ass level spell. Magic gets broken at that point, you know? Once you guys hit that level, I will be unable to stop you from doing most of anything.
So,
Looking forward to it.
drag
I mean, that's
Reg
what Wish
on
is for.
adventures.
Say again?
Drag Reg on adventures, got it.
Dragging Reg on adventures. Assuming that he has the chutzpah to keep up with you. You guys are heroes. There
even
is
if he
some
stands in the-
special quality.
Even if he stands in the back, maybe he'll get XP.
Maybe he will. Maybe he will. Something to think about going forward in terms of, I don't know, fate and such. So, I will double back to you at some point and talk about crafting of spells. You guys do have the equivalent of a wizard tower in the Druid Grove. There could be some room for creative wiggle room as far as that goes. As far as game goes, I'm chomping at the bit to see what the fuck happens to Biff. I don't know about you guys, but
Oh,
we're
yeah.
gonna skip our what's it called? Recap and recap next session all of the stuff that happens. Maybe even wait until we finish this entire dungeon run to do the recaps. That said, if recording is recording, good. If recording is not recording, consider starting now.
Recording is recording.
Fantastic. Then I am ready to start now. So, you guys find yourself in the formerly flooded, what appears to be a multi-purpose room. There are old and degraded pens, similar to the ones that you had found in the previous room of this dungeon, that you recognize as some kind of snake holding pen. The heater stones are still active, the magic still thrumming through the granite of each rock, but the thatch and the bedding is long since desiccated. The racks and desks across from you contain a number of various items, bits and bobs, bric-a-brac, but there do appear to be housing brackets and racks for weapons. Roar, your keen eye picks out a number of rusted and tarnished short swords, a pair of golocks, a spear, all in various states of decay. You do see that a number of the weapons are missing from the racks, and you see at least one armor stand bereft of armor. Roar, from where you're standing, to your right, you see one of those water basins with the mirrors faceted into the wall. From your point of view, from where you stand, the air feels slightly cold. It was not cold before you stepped closer to it. Down the hall, darkness awaits you. Lena, as you stand and kind of catch your breath after vanquishing one of the corrupted undead faith keepers, their bones still kind of floating in the air, you notice Biff kind of tiptoe off into the darkness. I believe Karn had handed you the pole arm, and you're holding on to that for now?
I'm holding on to it and using it with his permission.
Okay. Additionally, between sessions, Leah, before you arrived, Roar made it known that he would be giving you the Elven Chain shirt that is now in your inventory. If you can find a few minutes, it'll take you a few minutes to equip it. But it is light, it is flexible, and, well, elf is in the name. You're pretty sure you can wear it.
So just to make sure I heard correctly, you said that when I stepped in into the line in front of the mirrored pool that I felt cold.
You feel a cold chill from where you are. It wasn't there before. It was as soon as you entered that general area.
Do I recall someone like Alina mentioning that it was cold right at the last secret entrance?
Elena, did you mention that it was cold?
Nope, probably didn't.
Okay.
It's not a terrible leap of faith to think it's a draft.
A draft in the like there's nothing really cold, like super cold in the area, especially with the heating stones behind me. So I'm going to just quiet since like I don't want to be loud knowing things around. Uh, um, it feels cold here.
Alina, whether you mention it or not, that does ring a bell to you. You're getting a sense of deja vu. Not an hour earlier, you had inspected the basin in the first hallway, and it was frigid before you got slapped by the water.
Be careful, that might mean the water will hit you.
Oh, that means we still have something right here. Okay, good to know. Where's Biff?
Biff,
What?
what are you up to?
Biff was like tiptoeing down the hall to see what try to get advance notice to see if anybody else was coming, because he would remember that a lot of the explosions tended to call other things. Last time they were with the exploding skeletons, so he's just like keeping advance notice, not going too far because he doesn't have dark vision.
All right, so you do see that you are just beyond you are approaching the edge of the light that Leah had created. Not more than 10 feet ahead of you, it is just pitch darkness. Let's see, with your perception check of 22 from the last session, you do hear the sound of a gentle rasping, gurgling, breathy noise of some kind of entity in that darkness.
Can I tell if it's coming closer?
It does not appear to be coming closer, but you've only been there for a few seconds now. You are fairly certain that you are well hidden with your previous stealth check. To the north, it is darkness about 10 feet beyond you. To the east, your right, you can just scarcely see down in a short hallway that leads to a sealed stone door.
All right, Biff's gonna go against this wall here, and just squat down and just wait a little bit.
Okay, you step into cover. Lena, you see Biff kind of step into the darkness of this hallway, hiding behind this corner here.
I'm going to start kind of like nudging Alina so I can either get past her or to push her forward.
Yeah, I'm gonna move forward.
All right, are
Sorry,
you
y'all. I'm not the stealthiest paladin. That
are you
is my
carefully
mother.
are you carefully peering down the hallway or moving slowly, or
I will
how are you
try
approaching
to move
this?
slowly and carefully.
All right, so
If
move
Alina's
slowly.
she can ride on Karn and let Karn try and do the stealth check.
I will
Oh,
Saying
boy.
this is a
ride
good
on
idea,
Karn.
but
I will ride on
Okay.
Karn because might disadvantage is a hell of a thing, ain't it?
In it. All right. In that case, Karn with Alina back on your. Oh,
That was an accident. I was
what a
trying.
waste.
I know. It was such a
Oh,
waste.
what a
I was
waste.
literally clicking on it to try and get it to expand.
Oh, no.
Well,
Oh, I'm sorry.
maybe that means the dice are hot tonight.
Hey, it would be the opposite of last night, so why not? Okay, so Karn, you can go ahead and make a check. Are you moving slowly?
would Alina signal Karn to go slowly?
Nope.
Then Karn is just moving at his normal pace.
All right, so you guys barrel down the hallway on multiple legs, tickety-tacketing along the way.
That said, once
If you hear some noise.
once they get like close enough to be perceived and perceive Biff, he's gonna kind of like halfway lean out and put his finger to his lips.
I pause with like my front legs raised, and then I will attempt to stealth.
Okay, so the first thing that you would notice while going down this hallway is that you are not alone. Because your passive perception is pretty disgusting. As soon as you move into range, you see these two entities standing behind or in front of a door. It's a wooden door. It appears to have a lock on one side. Alina, you can move yourself to be on top of Karn if you so choose. As you get closer, Alina, and you're closer to this area, these things kind of emerge from the haze of the dark, the grayness of your dark vision. Peering down this hallway, Alina, you recognize two undead immediately. One is a robed figure with a skeletal face and faint purple pinpricks for eyes inside of the darkened sockets. You see that it is adorned with not just robes, but jewelry upon its fingers. It wields a rod in one hand, and it is looking down the hallway. Beside it is a tattered and bony, vestment-wearing faithkeeper. In its hand, it holds the haft of a chained weapon. At the end of the chain appears to be what looks like the head of a flail. As you approach, you see it begin to smoke with faint, twirling wisps of gray vapor, and you detect the scent of incense. I'm going to need everyone to roll for initiative.
Cool. I'm gonna roll for initiative, but I'm confused because for some reason I'm not proficient in polearms.
You have to turn on proficiency with it. Hold on. I'll get it.
Does rolling a nat 20 for initiative count as putting one in the pool?
Sure does.
Hey, we got one in the pool, guys.
We got one in the pool. Where's this item? Where's this goddamn item?
Roar shouts
Edit
out one in the
details.
pool.
Okay, hovering over it, it should now have...
It does. The number jumped from 3 to
Good.
6. That's better.
Fantastic. That polearm does have a number of features to it. Essentially, the Sentinel feat in not so many words, or in more words. It's conditional Sentinel. Plus reach. It is a potent item.
I am excited.
There's one in the pool. Alright, so these guys are somewhere in this list. Did Cece step away? Yeah, she stepped away. Let me throw this guy person on. Throw Bulg up on.
Aww. His name is Deathlock, and we're tied.
That's not a name
Oh,
that's
no.
a creature type. Oh no.
Yeah, he's fun at parties. Wow, nat 20. Oh, he also rolled a crit. Does that mean that I get to have inspiration too?
I don't know. That's your choice.
Yes, but only Bulgup can use it.
Only Bulgup can use the inspiration?
Yeah.
I feel inspired by the enemy.
He's motivated. I mean,
Eldritch Blast,
Algaroth would be motivated.
Algaroth is pleased. So, initiative is happening, CC. I have rolled for you, but you can roll your dice if you choose, and I can edit it. You'll keep it? Keeping it.
I usually roll initiative on the computer anyway.
In that case, Roar, you hear the sound of gurgling noises in the distance, and you are aware that there is something down that hallway. You have dark vision? Yeah, you can see them start to move. Oh, you son of a bitch. Why is that?
Monk bullshit.
I don't know why it was monk bullshit again. Proceed.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not going to go for shenanigans just right now. I am going to move a little bit further forward so I can get out of the way of people who come up behind me. And I am going to firebolt the robed figure because for some reason I feel endangered by him.
You feel endangered by him. Okay. Yeah, go ahead and roll.
Making it easier just to use the roll. So just
right, 21 to hit. 21. That's going to be a hit.
Sweet, he takes 13 fire damage.
He sure does. I gotta check something real quick. Let's see, is that a... It's a whole action to do. Got it. Alright, so he takes 13 points of fire damage. You see the robes go up in flame as it rears back and turns its attention toward you.
Just want to double check. I see a ghost image of my token a little further back. Is that supposed to be there?
Yeah, that's your previous position. That way you can calculate how many feet you've moved.
Oh, perfect. Okay, yeah. Then yeah, that's my turn. I have nothing else to do.
Got it.
Quick question. Would those robes going alight cast light at all?
It briefly flashes. You get a good look at them for but a moment. Like, he doesn't catch fire. Oh, wait. Oh, worn or carried. You know what? We'll say that there's some detritus on the floor, which now catches fire.
Okay. Oh, excellent.
If you can suddenly see. Roar, is that it for your turn?
Yeah, I used my action. I moved. I don't have a bonus action I want to use, so that's my turn.
All right. The Deathlock looks balefully at you, and you sense anger in its face. It wriggles its fingers and promptly disappears from view.
Aww.
Leah,
Yeah,
you're up.
I'll go invincible.
I didn't try to update token.
How well can I see past Karn?
Past Karn, he is low to the ground. You can see past his tail and down the hallway. There's a small fire that is currently illuminating the area with bits of dried, long since rotted debris.
And that's a random monk thing.
It appears to be one of the Faith Keepers, yes. They are wielding what appears to be a flail, but the end of the ball-shaped bludgeon is currently wisping and twirling with smoke.
Fancy sensor.
Fancy sensor.
Ray of Frost him.
Ray of Frost. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
18 to hit. Let's see, that is a ranged attack. It twists and turns its body quickly. As it spots you casting the spell, you see your ice crash against the door behind it, denting it inwardly as ice spreads across. You narrowly miss his AC.
Okay, we've got a target.
Got a
Target number, I should say. And I'll recast Shillelagh because might as well have it up.
You might as well. Alina, you are up. You are on top of Karn. I'm going to say it's going to be 5 feet of movement to get off of him, so you can just move as you would.
Cool. I'm gonna try this reach thing.
All right, make sure that you have the token selected and not the, yep, that's the one.
And hit the one in front of me.
Okay, so as you attack him with a melee attack, you see that he is not as quick. There's something happening here, but go ahead and roll your attack.
23.
23 hits. 14 points of, is that slashing damage?
That is slashing damage.
Alrighty. Minus
Holy
14.
shit. Karn might have to ask me nicely for this back.
This is a fucking D12. Good lord. You crash the pike, the polearm, into its chest, and there's a ping as you realize that there is some armor beneath those robes. However, you do hear a satisfying crunch as you pull the polearm free.
I'm gonna hit him again.
Go for it.
Oof, 17.
17 is going to be just enough.
8 damage.
As he takes 8 points of slashing damage, you strike against him. Verdi, wait, are you doing anything with bonus action? You're a paladin.
I have some.
You have some.
Yeah, I'm using my bonus action to cast Divine Favor on myself.
Oh, hell yeah, Divine Favor. What the hell does that do?
Your prayer empowers you with Divine Radiance. Until the spell ends, your weapon deals an extra 1d4 radiant damage on hit.
Nice. Love to see it. Alright, so clicking the spell should deduct the... Yep, there it goes. Oh, I love automatic spell deduction. So good.
It's so good.
Alright, so your next attack is going to deal an additional d4 radiant damage.
Oh, for 1 minute.
For 1 minute. So, after that and after that.
Yep.
Okay. Verdi, you are up.
Gonna say it's a bonus action. Wait until your next turn to cast it.
Time to move.
I guess it.
There's method to the madness.
Opportunity attacks will help.
Well, it lasts a minute, so it's everything I hit with. So next round I can do a smite if needed.
Smart.
So I can do smite damage, divine favor damage, and then polearm damage.
Verdi, you will have line of sight if you get behind Karn and Roar and Leah. So if
Okay.
you move your 30, at that point it's just a matter of whether or not your longbow has this guy in range.
I see Biff. And, oh, I see him. He's up there.
Sure is.
Alright. Yeah, I'm gonna longbow him. That was a nat one.
Oh no.
Please take the one in the pool.
Is there one in the
You-
pool?
Hold on. You never took
Yes.
time to restring your bow.
I did. Wait, or did I?
You did
I thought I
not.
did.
All right, I'm going to say...
We ended combat.
Yeah. I'm going to say after combat you restring the bow. So that nat 1 will break your bowstring unless you use the one in the pool.
Should I use the one in the pool?
Might as well.
Go ahead.
Yeah, do it.
Alright, I'm using it.
As funny as the idea is of Verdi breaking their bowstring, restringing, and promptly breaking it again.
Bad
I love
batch
it.
of bowstrings.
Tieflings are not known for their luck.
Does a 15 hit?
15 is not enough to hit. The arrow sticks into the door behind him.
Shit. Alright, I'm gonna try again. Well, a 13's not gonna hit.
13 does not hit. Phoom! Shook! The arrow sticks into the board on the other side of his head. That means that
Alright.
Biff, unless you have Natasha do something,
I'm gonna have Natasha get in there.
Natasha is going to get in there. Natasha has 50 feet of movement. It may take 2 rounds to get to a target.
Yeah, speed 50. Alright.
You have to, yeah. You can move diagonally, but you have to mark off. You were over there. Is Natasha not able to move? Oh, there we go. You come into flanking with Lena. Well, I mean, you sort of, kind of, not quite flanking. We'll see where it goes.
Yeah. Alright, that ends my turn.
All right, one moment. Biff, you're up.
Biff sees Natasha run by, steps out because he did see the other one disappear.
Yep.
Not knowing where the hell it went. That's where. He's going to stop there, hold action to attack if it reappears in his attack range.
Attack range. Okay, one moment. You don't have, like, blind fighting, do you?
No.
Okay. All right. Bulgup is going to just move a little closer. And, Verdi, you hear some wet slapping of webbed feet beside you as Bulgup takes a spot, kind of peers down the hallway. Let's see, what can he do for... He's got no buffing spells, so he's just going to hold on to an Eldritch Blast. Check it real quick. Eldritch Blast is Just out of range. Okay. It's going to end his turn. This Faith Keeper is going to begin spinning the sensor. Yeah, that works. It's then going to attempt to charge and attack Alina. Does an 18 hit your AC?
18 does.
18 does. So as the blunt instrument strikes against your armor, it deals 6 points of bludgeoning damage. It flares up with a vibrant, purple, crackling light. Something feels wrong about it as you take 2 points of radiant damage. That feels familiar. I believe you're resistant to
use my
that.
own things against me. I am resistant to that.
You take 1 point of radiant damage.
If it matters, we can see the roll.
Okay.
Devotee sensor.
Let me see here. Blind GM roll. Let's try this again. He's going to use his second attack to try to attack Natasha.
Wait, can I do a thing about that? I feel like I can do a thing about that. Sorry, new weapon, who dis?
New weapon, who dis? You do see it rear back and try to attack Natasha.
Sorry, no, I cannot do anything with that.
All right. It crashes against the wall, missing the cat anyway. I'm sure 7 is not enough to hit Natasha's AC. She's a very, very quick kitty.
Yeah, you need a lot higher than that.
All right, Karin, you are up.
Okay, so the first question. Is the Deathlock invisible?
Right there. It is
I'm
invisible,
going.
and it is right there.
I'm going to let out a lot of noise as I go charging forward. All right, 15 feet. I kind of like shoulder Biff aside, and I attack the open air.
You stab at the open air. You are flanking this thing multiple ways. Roll your attack with advantage.
All right, first attack. 15 to hit.
15 hits. Yep, 15 hits for 4 points of bludgeoning damage.
All right.
Advantage. You might.
Oh yeah, you might.
Let me see
you
if
might
I
crit.
did it.
You might crit.
Oh. All right, 4 points of bludgeoning damage, and he's grappled.
Okay, so you grab something out of the air and begin to put the squeeze on it.
I'm like holding it up with one claw as I go to grab it with my other one. Oh, 12 to a hit.
12 is right on the money.
Okay. My
8
first
points.
attack was 8 points.
8
So
points
I
of bludgeoning
believe
damage.
if you hover over the dice on your attack roll, you can click to make it advantage.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
true.
there's a hotkey as well. So something goes crack as you hold this thing in the air.
All right, and now I has a plan. As my tail rears back, rather. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna stab him with my tail, which ignites in fire as it plunges forward.
Oh god. Shoof.
All right, so that definitely hits.
18 hits for... He's got to make a constitution save or take all that poison.
Yep, so 6 piercing, and I'm also burning a spell slot for my elemental fury.
Okay.
That poor Deathlock.
Wow, this is not going how I expected it to.
I told you.
Fire, okay.
Do your attacks count as magical?
That's a good question. I don't believe so. I'm checking this elemental fury thing. Oh shit! It's the first time I hit a creature. I did not declare that when I first featured him.
Damn.
Oh
Okay.
well.
So what is the DC on that poison save?
It's pretty low, only
It
12.
says 12.
Okay. So as you stab into its shoulder, begin pumping poison, the viscous, oily poison starts sputtering out of nowhere and splattering across the ground. You're not sure if this is helping or harming.
That's fine. I have him grappled in my pincers.
He is grappled. Roar,
Question.
Edward Pond. Yes?
One, does it become visible after being attacked?
It does not.
Okay.
Greater invisibility, I think.
You can attempt to attack the open air that Karn is holding. You've sussed out that, yeah, this thing's invisible. Your attack is going to be flat. The disadvantage is negated by flanking, which you have.
Okay.
So you can roll a flat roll with one of your
I'm
attacks.
also
that help.
visibly holding something.
Yes. That's why it's not a disadvantage.
And it's fine for Karn to be right there on top of me.
Oh, I would have had to back up while grappling a creature, so my movement is
Halved.
I think I had 15 feet left after I moved forward,
Yeah,
so I should have
so you
just
can-
enough to back up.
You can move back one square, and we'll say that this guy moves with you. And Biff, your target is right here. It's still being held, it's still restrained, and you can attack it at flat.
Okay.
Your fist count is magic. Yeah, you're a demon puncher. Are you mathing?
Sam, if you're talking, we can't hear you.
No, are you making your attack or not?
Oh, it didn't appear. I didn't know I was able to take the
You are able to attack. It's just he's invisible, but he's being held, so you're not going to have flanking advantage. You can make the attack.
Okay,
You're
I'll
punching at
make
the
the
air to
attack.
try to. Okay.
I'm sorry. $15 to hit.
15 is going to be enough to hit. You deal 6
6
points of
damage.
bludgeoning damage as you hit something kind of spongy, kind of broken. There's kind of a crack.
Am I able to take second attack with that?
No, you are not. You can only use one of your attacks with the held action.
Okay, then I'm done.
Okay. Cool. Roar, you're up.
Well, since I see them fighting, but I can't safely aim without possibly shooting my friends, I am going to aim at the guy with the incense coming off of him, and I'm going to attack again.
Okay.
And
Firebolt.
18 does not hit, because I think you said it was 19 was his AC, so it's just going to miss.
So as you hurl your ranged attack at him, you do see him twist and shift and weave against your ranged attack. He sees it coming from a distance, and he bobs and weaves. Anything with bonus?
Nope. That's going to be it.
Okay. So, Karn, Biff, as you hold onto this thing, Karn, you feel something shift and move. And there's this moment where your unseeing eyes sense the flicker of arcane energy. Your eyes are drawn to the ceiling, which quickly begins to crumble as some unseen force begins to pull a large stone slab from the ceiling
Uh-oh.
before hurling it down. Biff and Karn, I need you both to make dexterity saving throws as a massive slab of the ceiling comes crashing to the ground below.
15 for me.
I feel like I should be able to. No. So that's gonna be a fail at uh 12.
12. You both take 15 points of bludgeoning damage as the ceiling smashes into your basically your heads, crashing against your backs, against your shoulders. Water begins to trickle down from the ceiling. There's a hole and what looks to be packed earth and roots dangling from the ceiling now. As it casts the spell, it becomes visible once more. That's going to be its turn. Leah, you're up. This bony mage has manifested back into existence.
Still grappled.
Still grappled.
I was gonna say, does that affect ranged attacks at any?
Just melee.
Okay.
He simply cannot move. He's unable to move right now.
Well, I don't want him taking down any more chunks of the ceiling. So
Yeah,
I'm going to.
Just with your passive arcana, you realize that some kind of powerful magic is being used to move this heavy shit.
Well, I want him to stop casting Arcana, so I'm gonna Ray of Frost him.
Ray of Frost. Okay.
Hmm.
21 hits.
He has 10
You
left
s-
movement speed until the end of my next turn, if that's
You
the thing.
see it reaching to the walls as though trying to grasp a portion of the hallway to slam into Biff and Karn and even himself out of spite. You reach out with your freezing bolt of cold. Its body goes stiff before the rime frost builds up spikes of ice, building on its knuckles, on its elbows, between its teeth, causing the bones to displace and slowly crumble. It falls to pieces, the magic holding it together failing. It is
I like
out
to
of the
think
fight.
that I made eye contact before that happened.
Absolutely. You see its little purple beads of light. It sees you. You see it. It goes. You pull the trigger faster. Alina, you are up.
I'm gonna hit the one in front of me.
Hit the one in front of you.
Although I will mention, if I had done, I was originally thinking of doing frostbite on the faith bearer, which that would have been helpful for potentially Alina.
Potentially.
It's flanking,
So
though. I get advantage.
it is
yep.
flanking. Advantage.
Frostbite
Natasha
gives
Herring.
him disadvantage.
What?
Well, a tactic to think about next time.
21.
21 hits.
Nice.
9 points of slashing damage. Plus a d4 radiant. Because you have that spell up still.
Plus a d4. Plus 2.
2 points of radiant damage. Its eyes flare up momentarily as your inner light crashes across them. You still have another attack.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
That's going to hit. 7 points of slashing and
I'm
a
gonna
d4
roll
of
again
radiant.
just to make sure it's not a crit.
Oh, yeah, go for it.
It's not.
All right.
And then another 1d4. Ouch.
1 point of radiant damage. All right. Verdi, you are up. Biff, you're on deck.
Right, I am gonna attempt to aim at this guy once more. And hopefully roll well. No. That doesn't hit because I rolled a 4 on die.
4 is not going to hit.
Nope, that's a waste of arrow. All right, let's try again. That's better. 26.
26 is going to hit.
That is 11 piercing.
Shoop! One of your arrows plunks into its left eye socket, snuffing out the light. It shakes its head, rears back its sensor, not yet out of the fight.
All right, let's have Natasha to make some bite attacks.
All right.
That is a 28.
28's going to hit.
That is 14 piercing damage.
Holy shit, that cat bites hard.
Yeah, she's a +9.
All right. There's a crunch as Natasha bites into its leg and kind of just holds on.
That will end my turn.
And turn, Biff, you are up. You see that the devotee is holding on by just a thread. It's still ready to fight, but it's not panting, but it is trying to keep its bones together.
Indeed. With the one next to him down, Biff's going to run along across the wall to jump over Natasha.
Parkour!
Parkour the wall. Spin and kick the face hooker in the head.
Spinning heel kick. All right, go for it. You have flanking. Roll again just in case you crit. 26 or 26. I think you can take the 26. 9 points of bludgeoning damage exactly. Okay, so with a spinning heel kick, its head flies from its shoulders, smashing against a wall. It swings its flail blindly, continues to swing as it slowly falls onto its back, seizes, and crumbles. Biff, as you land and take purchase, take inventory, take a good look, take stock of the current situation. You see that there are 2 piles of bones, a door that appears to be sealed behind you, with a faint flame flickering on the ground, with numerous holes in the door. Your passive perception is high enough. You hear the faint sound of snarling, panting, and then thumping beyond the door. We are not calling initiative here.
Biff. Can Biff pick up the sensor?
Yeah, sure. You pick up the sensor from the bony hand. Let's see. It is a martial weapon. It is not a reach weapon. It's a little strangely weighted. The incense has stopped. It looks like a flail with a bunch of holes poked in it.
I assume he's seen that before, like maybe used a different effect, but sensors are pretty common, I would assume.
You've seen sensors, but usually it's like a little, like a cage on the bottom of a thin, pretty chain. This thing is sturdy. It is made to hit. It is a combat sensor.
Indeed. Well, that's just taken and stowed away. Biff's gonna stand and look at the door. Via
Right.
not done.
So you can just make a mark in your inventory sheet somewhere that you have the sensor on you. You don't quite understand the full breadth of what it is yet.
Indeed. If you are ready, the door must be opened, and whatever is behind it must be taken down.
What?
I saw you typing and it looked like you were
Oh,
responding to me, but I
shit.
thought it wasn't actually typing there.
I didn't know
You've
that
tried
was-
to open the locked door. So you find that the door is indeed locked as you go for it. It looks like it's flimsy enough to punch through.
Boot the
Potentially.
door.
Oh, all right.
I heard an in the distance, so did you want to interject, Mitch?
Are we in hard initiative or soft initiative?
Soft initiative. If you want to call out and help or do a
I
thing, well,
just want to transform back into myself.
okay. Yeah. If anyone wants to take an action or bonus action during this time, you may.
I just remembered that I have that animated shield, so I'm gonna pop over to roll 20 to figure out how to activate that thing.
All right. So the animated shield.
Because there's not much in its
Give me a moment.
Huh.
details.
I don't know how to wild shape myself back.
At the top of your sheet, there's a change back to.
I also think because we're in initiative, we can't actually do anything unless it's our turn.
Yeah, we can't do any moves.
Oh, there
Shit.
it goes.
All
I'm
right.
good.
So, did you guys want to move? I will move you.
I would like to be right up on the deathlock because the action I'd like to take is to start picking up whatever important things are on them before the ceiling collapses.
I'll
right.
move right ahead of Roar.
Right ahead of Roar. And Karn is in front of Roar. Okay. Roar, you can roll a quick investigation check. I've moved you guys. Leah, the animated shield should be in your inventory now.
Yeah, I'd like to move past Leah just to be closer.
I think it's in your inventory.
Yep, I see it.
Rad. Oh, cool. It's right there, too. Investigation of 25. So, Roar, you find a spell component pouch. You find a coin purse with 5 platinum pieces in it. And your attention is drawn to the Deathlock's fingers, where you find a number of rings. They look like they're fine rings, maybe worth 50 gold pieces each, except for the one on the ring finger, which facets in etherstone.
You said the one of the ring finger facets an aether stone?
An etherstone, yes. It is a magic ring of some kind.
Okay, yeah, I'm just going to roll them for the things that I can grab really quick.
Sure.
So that's going to be my whole next action in initiative if we actually manage to open this door this
Got it.
round.
The ring, the etherstone, incidentally, is gold. It's a gold etherstone.
Oh, the player is fairly certain he knows exactly what this item is, but Roar will identify when he has time.
Gotcha. Okay. I see, Leah, you've activated your animated shield. Would you like to move?
Yes, I will move up to past where the ceiling got messed with, preferably.
All right, you find yourself around there.
Okay.
Can you move me too? Thank you.
Oh,
That door
man,
is
I
going
can't.
to open and the enemy mage is going to cast Fireball.
Thunder, actually. Lightning bolt, actually. Anyway, Bolgup will take the rear. All right. How do you guys take this door down?
Can if like if I'm sorry, Biff's gonna just kick the door open if everyone's cool with that.
Yeah. I mean, Alina
Go for
told
it.
him to boot the door.
Yeah,
Door.
I did didn't know what was happening. Everybody started doing
After
stuff.
turning back to his normal self, Karn kind of like taps the floor with the butt of his spear, and little sparks of lightning begin to dance around the Aether Stone and the spear tip.
Nice.
Are we trading yet, or may I keep this a little bit longer?
This one is enjoying watching the Alina enjoy the weapon.
I appreciate it. I will keep enjoying it in your name.
This one appreciates it.
All right, Biff, you can roll an attack. You can use your multi-attack on this.
All right. $18 and a 19.
Okay, so with the first strike, the door buckles inwardly. The hinges crack in. With the second boot, the door pops off the hinges, revealing a room beyond.
Oh God, that's
Oh
that's
yeah,
an unfortunate friend.
it's happening. Beyond the door, there is a cage dominating the small room, half smashed open, beyond which resides what looks to be a large ape with 4 enormous arms.
Oh no.
Its thick bones are wrapped tight with jerky-like musculature and patches of rotted, dried-out white fur. It still possesses its bestial energy as it snarls and pants and looks at the direction of the door. All of the noises, all of the sounds, and all of the targets. The thing that you notice immediately after it looks in your direction is its left eye, which gleams with a sapphire glow.
Yep.
In addition, there is one shambling skeleton covered in vestment robes and a patch of slime in one corner of the room, looking almost like stonework as it sloughs off and plops onto the ground. Biff, you still have you still have movement. You've used your attack.
Biff's gonna go right there and spend the key point to use patient defense.
Excellent.
So he's gonna make himself a bit of a target for other people to eventually start coming in.
All right. So you just get on in there. You take a defensive posture, half meditating, preparing to be struck. The vestment-wearing undead shambles toward you and flails at you with its arms and attempts to slam you with its weaponless hands. Does 11 hit your AC?
No.
It swipes and misses at you. Misses at you, it misses you. The slime sloughs forward and can only get so far. Oh yeah. Seeing fresh meat, it turns a noodly appendage toward you, Biff. You feel a pressure between your eyes. I need you to make an intelligence saving throw.
Oh no.
Better be smart.
Oh, Biff.
That's a 19.
19! Okay. You take 6 points of psychic damage. As a headache forms in the back of your mind. In the front of your head, it's a migraine, and it's happening. You realize that the presence of this entity is fucking with your head, man.
There's something in here Biff cannot perceive.
Bulgup sees what's happening. Oh dear. Oh, goodness. Me. He's going to move up behind you, Verdi, and he's going to reach out with his staff, and a shimmering bolt of transparent force slams against the large ape-like creature, who does not seem to be at all affected. It looks in your direction, trying to find the source of the attack. Bulgup's going to do it again. This time, the
Making
creature's
it look bad.
The monkey gets a little bit upset. It goes as a patch of its shoulder fur kind of gets torn off. If you've raised your hand,
Yeah. For some reason, I have dark vision as a passive ability on my sheet, which would affect my what is that called? Patient defense. Um, I don't know why it's there, but I forget things.
dark vision. You shouldn't have dark vision.
It's under features.
Oh yeah, sorry. That was me fucking around with things earlier. I forgot to clean up.
Okay, then everything's cool.
All right. As your allies get closer, there will be chances to find light.
Okay, that
Just
said,
find light.
no, so if a thing comes like right next to me, I still won't see it.
If it's
There
attacking you
is
from the
light
dark,
like right behind you from the burning or the smoldering whatever.
yeah, you know what?
I mean,
Let's fuck with this a little bit.
no, I mean like I want to be like super right about it. If Biff can't see 5 feet in front of him, then that's right. I just want to like make sure.
Yeah. You do see that it is dim light around you, so you can make out the shape of an entity approaching the one that tried to attack you.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. This motherfucker breaks out of his cage, stalks forward, and approaches you, Biff. This towering mound of rotten muscle and ape-like appendage rears back and attempts to claw at you. One moment. Does a 17 hit your AC?
No, but which is why I was asking. Everything would be at disadvantage, so it would have to roll twice.
He's attacking at disadvantage.
Okay,
Got it. No, he is because you're using patient defense, right?
that's correct.
That's how that works? Okay, thank you. So a 9 certainly doesn't hit your AC either. So his first attack misses. Let's see how the other 4 do. Does a 12 hit your AC?
It does not.
Does a 10 hit your AC?
No.
Does a 12 hit your AC?
No.
Does a 15 hit your AC?
No.
So you guys watch in the background as this massive fucking pile of broken fur and muscle slashes and swipes and pounds the ground as Biff just kind of dances around these fists, taunting it, teasing it.
Alina's just gonna
And-
call out, Beef, you are so cool!
Biff tries.
It's getting madder and madder by the moment. And its turn is burned on you, Biff. Karn, you're up. Yeah,
Okay,
basically. Love it.
Important question. Is there any light at all in this hall?
In this hallway, there's a flame in front of you.
Like just in front
so-
of me? Or
A few feet in front of you. Let me adjust that because it should be causing more illumination.
There's also
auras way
small
too
bits of
big.
light on me.
oh shit, okay.
There we go. You should be able to see now.
Yeah. So it's just this open door over here. This is the only way in there.
That appears to be the only way in. Unless you want to go swimming.
On this guy real quick.
Yeah, let me move him off the Nope, not Karn.
I see nothing.
There we go.
He just got yeeted.
Yep.
I no clip through reality.
Welcome to the back rooms.
All you hear is collision noises as Karn's trying to no clip the wall.
I love it.
All right. So now that I can see this thing and I'm well and truly alarmed, that is a very bad ape. And I'm going to grab my spear with both hands, shove it forward, and cast Call Lightning through the tip at it.
Nice.
So, really important question. I know Call Lightning, I can keep concentration on it to keep casting it every turn.
Okay.
If I cast it at a higher level, does it do the same amount of damage every turn?
With persistent spells, you have to roll for damage each turn.
Yeah, I mean, like, because you add additional.
Should keep the same amount of dice each time you persist past it.
Oh yeah, so if you upcast it and it's like 5 dice instead of 4 dice, each time it's going to use the 5 dice.
Okay.
Or however it works.
I'm going to upcast this.
Hey, if you got the spells, you may as well spend them.
I mean, I'm gonna drop a decent sized bomb next turn.
5th level. Okay, so he has to make a dexterity saving throw.
Yep, DC 16.
All right, so with a natural 20, he dips and dives. Does he take half damage?
I'm confirming right now.
Half as much, so he takes 27 divided by 2.
All right, I'm still happy with that.
Everything's green.
What did I do?
That's it. All right, so he takes 14 points of lightning
Cast a
damage.
spell on him without meaning to, but yeah.
Yeah, that's the area of effect that you just posted there. If you go into the rulers, measurement controls, you can find the node and delete it.
Thank you.
You got it. And he is not immune. Nope, he is not immune at all to lightning. He's pissed.
Well, he has to get past Biff the Untouchable before he gets to me, so I'm good.
Biff the Untouchable. Sure thing. All right. All right, so after Karn, it is Roar. You're up again.
Yeah, he's up at the door.
Okay. So while they were breaking down the door, would I have picked up half of what I was looking to grab?
Yeah, you've grabbed the things that you that were mentioned. So the coin purse with the platinum pieces, 4 gold rings worth 50 gold pieces each, and a ring with a faceted aether stone.
Okay. Because the aether stone looks like an item, or like the ring looks like an item I might use, I will quickly cast Identify on that ring.
Okay.
Am I correct in assuming that that is a ring of telekinesis?
Yes.
Okay.
The telekinesis spell is woven into the magic of this ring. You realize that it is a attunement item. You will have to attune to it to use it.
Yep. That's what I thought. I was hoping it might be something else, maybe, but this is still a good thing. I will put all this stuff in my pocket, and that's my turn.
That's your turn? Okay. You would still have a turn after collecting the things. It was
the Identify was cast on my turn.
Right.
So that's my whole action, and I'm not getting any closer to that fucker, and I don't have a bonus action attack.
Okay.
So
fair enough.
that's me done today. Or for that
Got
one.
it. Leah, you're up.
Drop a moonbeam.
Moonbeam!
See if I can figure out how to cast this normally. This one? Oh, I'm gonna cast it at 4th level.
All right. There should be a prompt to upcast.
And it
Okay. Constitution? Okay. Wow, he didn't make it. He failed the Constitution check. Your moonbeam shines from above, mingling with these stormy clouds.
It does not go off quite yet. It has to start his turn or he move into it.
Oh, on the start of his turn, he makes it. Right.
Yep.
Okay. Got it.
But I am placing it so I get both.
Him and got it. Cool. Nice. Well done.
I mean, does he get to keep that failed save or?
I'll say that he keeps the failed save. We'll keep it.
Okay.
So the other guys will make their checks. Alina, paladin, friend, is a big monkey. You recognize this creature. This is a Girlon. It is an ape-like monstrosity. Many scholars have run afoul of these things, thinking that they are reasonable like great apes are. They are not reasonable, and this one is undead.
Oh, also light source.
It is a light source?
Yeah.
Lights. Okay.
I mean, it's only dim in the circle, but still.
Gotcha.
I had accidentally deleted myself, so if I could get moved back over when you have time.
Oh, you're right there.
Yeah, I went to add a thing to my list, and I hit delete, and for some reason it
Oh.
deleted my thing.
All right. Do you remember your, what was it, 22?
Yeah, 22, same as the deathlock.
Yeah.
Got it.
Get out of my way.
Okay. Alina?
Hi, I see something about it being my turn.
What?
Sorry. The baby woke up, so I had to run away during
Oh!
everything.
Oh, man.
So I put him back down, and I came back just as my turn started.
Okay. So you missed for a moment. So let me recap. You see before you, facing off with Biff, this tower of muscle. You recognize the creature. It is a Giralon. It is ape-like, but many scholars have run afoul of these things, only to find out that they are unreasonable, unlike great apes are. They are angry. They are territorial. They are monstrosities, not beasts. And this one is undead.
Yes. I got everything before Roar's turn, so I only
Got
missed
it.
like a couple turns there. But I sat down as the initiative tracker was like, "Your turn is up. What do you want to do?"
Nice.
So the answer is run that way, flank with Biff, and stab it a lot.
So you're going to try to move through its space?
I won't be moving out of melee.
No. You have to move through its space to get around it.
Oh.
To do so, you must use a variant rule, either tumble or shove, I think. You'll have to make an athletics check to get past it.
I will take that risk for the advantage.
Right, let me look at the rules real quick.
I mean, don't you flank with just being next to Biff? With the way we're doing it?
Yeah, you would have flanking just being next to him. There's also a moonbeam marker.
Oh.
But
Okay.
you don't care too much about radiant damage.
I do when I have 40 hit points.
Woof.
Yeah, okay, I will move there then.
So it's 4d damage.
You move there and you start working alongside of Biff. Incidentally, that polearm has reach. You could
I could just step
poke at it.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
You could just, if you want. Hey, it's up to you. You're the crazy paladin. Yes, seal the door.
That's definitely what I meant it to do. Actually, sorry all. Usually I am more prepared for my turns than this.
Yeah, no worries. Door is removed.
So Alina would actually move there instead.
Oh, sure. You're still within range.
Still within range of almost everything. Actually, she
Yes.
is within range of everything. Gorilla monster first.
Sure.
Okay, so for you, I need to declare my smites win. After I roll my attack, but before it's confirmed, or?
Smite, you can declare at any time.
Okay.
Once you deal damage, you can say, I'm going to throw smite on that on top. It's part of your attack. No declaration needed.
Okay, because I mentioned using it earlier, and you were like, I'll let you do it this time. And I was like, okay.
That was the spell, Searing Smite. That's a spell.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Those are bonus actions you cast right before you attack.
Yeah, maybe regular smite, probably. We'll see.
Go for it.
Or not. Oh, I have
10.
advantage because I'm
You are at
flanking.
advantage. Try again. 16's going to hit.
Ow. Yeah. Fucking smite. Yeah. Because that's just shameful. Has it been a full minute? It has not, because we've been in combat, so I still get my...
It has not been a full minute, so you get a plus D4 radiant damage. And then you have, I believe your smites are even better because it's undead. It's 3d8, I think.
Got a quick question on advantage versus whatever. Normally, when you roll advantage on this thing, it takes the first damage roll, not the second. So wouldn't that be the 15 damage and not the 4 for the base?
Yeah, fuck it, it's lethal. We'll take it. Adjusted. And I think there's an extra D8 on top of that. Someone who plays Paladin, correct me?
Yep, bonus D8 for undead.
So roll an additional D8 on top of that as you pump this thing full of radiant energy.
Cool. So 15, I guess, is what we're doing.
Okay.
15 plus
Yep.
2
I've
plus 9 plus 2.
lots of pluses. Paladin math is crazy. The creature snarls and clutches the stab wound from your first attack
13
as
plus
light
14.
begins to crackle through its body.
Second verse, same as the first.
At advantage.
There's got to be an advantage toggle that I'm just missing.
I think it's shift. I think you hold shift when you click the dice.
Yep,
That's the one.
that is correct.
22 hits.
I can only smite once per turn, right?
Per attack.
Per
attack.
attack. Let's do some more
Just
smite.
keep track of how many spells you're using.
Yeah, I'll save that.
All right. You also have a D4 of radiant damage.
Yep. So 10.
Okay. It snarls and twists and rears back, preparing to slash and swipe and attack at you, but does not have the action economy to do so because Biff, and someone else is up before them.
Right. Let's hope I can roll better shooting arrows at this fucker.
Sure.
Does a 22 hit?
That's going to hit.
Alright, that's 6 piercing.
So, with the first shot, your arrow strikes into the creature's cheekbone. It lets out a choked snarl as the skull splits. The sapphire jewel goes wide as its half face looks down at Alina and Biff. It staggers backward and collapses on the ground with a mighty thump. Its fur still crackling with radiant energy from the previous smite. It is dead. You have a second attack, but I don't think you have line of sight. Barely.
Alright,
That's going to be partial cover.
Alright, so roll at disadvantage.
No, its AC is +2, so roll high.
Alright. $21?
Hits.
8 piercing.
All right, you land a headshot. It does not kill the creature just yet. Staggering back, the Anointed continues its mad dash, trying to snuff out any life around it. It's not yet out of the fight. Biff, you're up. Unless you have Natasha attack.
Yeah, I'll have Natasha move in. She'll run in.
Sure.
Why won't it let me move?
Because he rolled the tracker over. There we go.
Now try.
Yep.
Watch out for the circle.
There is a circle there. Okay, Natasha has to make a Constitution saving throw as she passes through the moonbeam.
$16?
16 meets the
dot.
check. All right.
Congratulations, you only take half damage.
Half damage. Leah, please roll damage.
Or am I a +5 on con? Is it a +1 or a +5?
I don't know.
Wait.
Constitution? Your save is +5.
Oh, no, then that's a 20. Dirty
Okay.
20.
Still half
You still-
damage on a succeed.
Still half
success.
damage. So, 28 points of radiant damage divided by 2. It's going to be 14 points of damage to Natasha.
Was there something here?
There's a
Oh.
circle there.
No, there's a slime.
Yeah, Natasha is standing on it.
Oh, you're
Yeah,
standing on top of the slime.
I couldn't see it going around the corner.
All right. I didn't even realize it was there either. So we'll just say that you moved around it. You moved between spaces. You have
Right.
not provoked a flanking attack yet. Or opportunity attack.
All right, I'm gonna, because I was there for running from longer than 20 feet. I'm gonna do the pounce attack. That's a 14th strength. If I hit him with the claw
14?
attack.
All right, roll the attack.
Oh. Nat 20.
That 20 is going to hit.
So
Roll
that's
your damage, double the dice. So whatever you got on the dice, double that, then add your modifiers. Oh wait, we're using brutal criticals, right?
Yes.
yeah.
All right, so whatever you rolled, on your dice, it's 6 plus 9 plus that.
It's 15 points of slashing damage.
Okay, I have to double check something real quick. So what was the dice roll itself?
How much damage I did?
Yeah, what did you roll for your attack?
I rolled a 2, so it was plus 6, plus 9. No, it's a claw attack. Yeah, D4. Yeah, plus 6, plus 9.
Okay, so that's 15, 17.
17?
Yeah, 15 plus 2 is 17.
No, I added the 2.
Oh, she said it was a D4.
Okay.
So D4 plus 2.
Yeah, 9 plus... Is 9 plus 6 15?
It's 15, so what did you roll on
Okay.
dice?
So 17.
Yes.
Okay. Never mind. I can't math.
Natasha kills it.
Good.
Natasha just claws it into the ground and beats it to a pulp. Biff, you're up. There's something inside this room, an ooze that is slowly undulating nearby Natasha. Looking at it makes your eyes kind of hurt.
Biff knows better than to touch ooze, so he's going to use Scalding Breath.
All right, be sure to position yourself carefully.
It's a line, isn't it? Checking.
It's a cone.
Oh, well, was position.
I believe it's... Hold on a second. Give me a moment.
It definitely was originally a cone. I'm going to just post it, because that's the thing I can do.
Hell yeah.
Post the thing.
Line.
30-foot line. It's a line. Yep, you're clear. So it's going to be 16. It's got to be the 16.
DC
Dexterity.
15.
DC 15 dexterity. One moment. So you puff up your cheeks and you billow a stream of hot steam. Again, there's this deep rumble from somewhere beyond you. That's a 16 on die. Takes half damage.
All right. So that's that split. And because I don't want to touch it again, I'm... Okay, so it says I can replace 1. Can I only replace...
So that's 2d10 damage. Because you're past 5th level. So roll another d10. Okay, so that's 11 divided by 2. That's going to be 5 damage. All right, what were you saying? You can replace one of your attacks with that, so you can continue to attack if you choose.
Can I do another Scalding Breath, or is it just a
Yes.
single time?
You have a number of those per day.
Yes, with the wording, I wanted to make sure it wasn't just one.
Oh,
per
I get what you're saying. Yeah, so you can replace both of your attacks if you choose.
Okay, we're gonna do it one more time.
All right, go for it. It's going to make out a save. This time it takes full damage, 8 points of scalding damage. It begins to slowly inflate as you fill it with scalding hot steam.
I'm just gonna intern there.
As I factor in resistances, okay. The Great Ooze, it is up.
I can't hope that it's in the moonbeam, can I?
It's not.
It's just outside of it. It's just outside. Yeah, so it is going to reach out and attempt to attack you, Biff, with a pseudopod. Pretty sure a 5 doesn't hit your AC.
No.
It slaps the ground wetly, causing the stone to sizzle, but leaves you unmolested. Bulgup cannot get line of sight.
No.
Tragos, hand is raised? Okay.
Wrong button.
Fair enough. Bulgup's gonna hold his turn. He's gonna hold an Eldritch Blast if something appears. Karn, you're up.
Oh. Follow them into the room. I see the ooze, and I throw more lightning at it.
Sure. Was that last a minute?
Yeah.
Okay.
So dexterity saving throw. Dexterity
saving throw.
You know what? I am going to cast it just behind it, so I hit it with the 5-foot radius and not my allies.
Got it. All right, so it rolls a 3 on its dex save.
Perfect. So that is going to be 5d10 lightning.
The dice roller should be functional now if you want to use the dice roller.
33 lightning.
33 points of damage. So, checking real quick its resistance. Nope. Not lightning. It splatters in all directions as lightning strikes down from above.
Splatter goo on Biff and
splattered goo in all
Natasha.
directions. You find yourself in this small room, a number of items destroyed and wrecked, a large cage, ramshackle, barely put together. It looks like bits and pieces of furniture were containing this entity that now lays dead on the floor. A moment passes, and another. You are not pursued. There is no sound up and down the halls as you catch your breath.
Alright. Just gonna take out a torch, finally.
If you free up one of your hands and you use a torch, is that 20-30?
I want to collect more goo.
If you look down the hall with your light and you do see a small undead snake writhing on the ground nearby. It skitters about, sees the light that you're casting. It begins to move away from you and abruptly stops. You see its body begin to slowly levitate. It slowly lifts up off the ground. And bit by bit, piece by piece, its bones disconnect and dissolve. Nothing is left behind.
Biff is gonna step forward right there and throw the torch.
Throw the torch. Roll an unarmed ranged attack.
Oh, while I'm down here, I know meta-wise there's probably armor on that faith bearer.
Yeah. The one that you passed by that of the sensor, it appears to be wearing a breastplate. It is pockmarked and pitted, but serviceable.
Okay, I was just making sure that it wasn't like...
It does not appear... Yeah, it doesn't appear to be magical. Just functional.
Okay.
What was it, a gold a vial?
Gold a vial.
1 gold per vial. And you can add a vial of gray goo.
Back in the other room, we found a glowing sapphire, didn't we?
In the room that you're in, there's a glowing sapphire.
And there's one
Oh,
Yeah, monkey's eye.
and it is
has anyone moved to carve it out?
It was knocked out of his
I was gonna
hand.
mage hand
No,
it
it
out. if I
fell
could.
out of it.
it has fallen out of the monkey's eye.
All right, Leah's already mage handing it.
All right, you mage hand a sapphire about half the size of a human fist into your inventory. Alina, you take some time, you take a quick breath, and you regain some of your HP. You steel yourself for what's to come. Biff, you throw your torch.
It's a 13 on die. I was looking to see what mod I use.
Dexterity.
So a +3, that is a 16.
16. So your torch flies through the air. For a moment, there's a flash of flame as you see the torch then suspend in the air. The light snuffs out. The last thing you see is the torch kind of hovering in the air and a faint rippling in the distance.
Oh, motherfucker.
Cube!
Ooh, motherfucker. You are now without light.
Yeah, there's some light behind him on me. 'Cause I
That's
still have
fine.
two of
Biff's gonna
those.
start moving back.
Okay.
Cube in the hall.
I'm gonna pick up a piece of detritus or rock or what have you, cast light on it, and toss it over here.
Okay. You cast light into the hallway. As the light shines, and the entity now moving wriggles and ripples. If you can see it for what it is, a cuboid of semi-transparent, slightly ever so faintly greenish gelatin is wiggling wobbly in your direction.
How tall is the?
You guys want to take like a 5-minute break before initiative?
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be great
All right,
because
Yep.
cool.
Oliver is whining.
Cool, because I really got to use the restroom. Be back in a bit.
Maybe this time my moonbeam will actually do something other than Seer Natasha.
So
It happens.
I know that some like other than moonbeam, if you
Who did I blow up with lightning strike last time?
I don't know.
Was the friendly fire the only damage it did?
Technically, Karn, did you drop concentration deliberately? Because that's a long-lasting spell. Call lightning
And
lasts for
I'm
10 minutes.
assuming we've already made the connection between the sapphires and the eyes in the other room.
Yes.
We have.
Cool.
I think Roar was the one who made it like abundantly clear. Close the gaps.
Yep. Roar deliberately gave one to Biff, or gave the first one they found to Biff.
Maybe if the DM's particularly merciful, he'll let me cast before initiative rolls.
Nah.
That's
Be right
part of
back.
what I was asking Mish about. Mish, you didn't specifically say you dropped concentration on Call Lightning, right? I get the feeling that Mish is not at his computer. Okay, I'll be right back. I'll have to ask Mish again when I get back. Stay.
You kissed a poisonous frog, moron.
When are you guys gonna find him? When are we gonna find Death?
I mean, eventually on this
deck of
island.
many things.
Oh yeah, you can draw Death on the deck of many things, can't you?
Oh yeah. You can draw the death card, and then you have to battle the fucking Grim Reaper. And then, if anyone tries to help you battle the Grim Reaper, they get their own Grim Reapers.
Love to see it.
I like how I said that and fucking Bernie
One
got
day-
new loot.
One day I want to I want to do that, have someone draw the death card and Death just appears like in a lounger with a newspaper and is just startled to be summoned out of nowhere.
What the fuck? What the fuck? Oh no, we're doing this. You bugged me. Now we're doing it.
I'm trying to rename the loot.
You gotta edit it.
I can't remember. Oh, there's the middle mouse. Jesus
Wrench.
Christ.
You can middle mouse it to edit it?
Yeah.
Well, that's cool as shit.
So it was, what was it? Gray ooze?
Gray ooze. Gray ooze goo.
I think we're just gonna bring. You're just gonna bring Vanya back a rainbow of oozes.
One of each color.
Hell yeah.
Rob,
Yes.
do I have enough time to cast the spell before combat?
Dispel?
Cast a spell.
Cast a spell? I'll give you a spell.
Okay. Back with Moonbeam.
Back with Moonbeam? Back at it again with Moonbeam. Alright, cool.
And
Is this still within the minute
And,
that my lightning is up?
10.
It's still within the middle of
10.
lightning. I'm gonna.
That's what I was trying.
That's what I was trying to get to your attention.
That's what I was trying to get to your attention, Mish. I was like, as long as she didn't drop a concentration, your call lightning is still up because that's a 10-minute spell.
10
Call
minutes.
lightning is a 10-minute spell? What is Moonbeam? 1 hour? 1
It
minute?
is a 10-minute spell. Oh shit.
Yeah, no, that's why I was like really happy.
Yeah, no, that's why I was like really happy. It doesn't move from the location, so it is still that same large area which will hit that slime if I recall correctly. Which is like, I was just making sure that you didn't drop concentration because that is boss right now.
So that area was like in the middle of where everybody is, right?
Yeah, no, it was a
Yeah, no,
60-foot
it was a
range
60-foot
from,
range
like,
from like the center of where he was standing, which goes all the way out into the
Yeah.
center dais.
Oh, I see. So you cast it within this, like set this range for where it can appear, and then he can.
Yeah. If I'm not mistaken, I'm gonna draw some lines real quick. Because I'm pretty sure the lightning extended from here to here when you cast it. Or around that.
So I can choose a new point for it to target within range. And it has a 60-foot radius from a point. So Well, I
Alright, so
first cast it on the Bulgora, not Bargora. That's not what it was. The ape.
ape. The Giralon.
Giralon, right.
Yeah. Mish, if you want to draw your radius again, you may. The Giralon was in this square here. So if you want to center it there and make it the 60 feet that it was, you can do that. It'll persist. We'll make it slightly transparent so you can fuck around and find out.
So the black pudding jelly and the gray ooze goo, are these uncommon, rare?
Rare.
All right, so they're both rare too.
Yeah, you can mark them as rare. They're oozes. They're monster carves. Unless it's like a gallbladder of a sheep, it's going to be more than uncommon.
All right.
Yikes, Aroni, that's a big-ass area of effect. Let's see here.
That's why I was
Yeah.
like, oh, when it popped up the first
Oh.
time.
My.
He's
Can we
green.
change the... We can't make it transparent, can we?
It is.
Well,
New
more
plan.
transparent.
New plan.
Aggro everything and have it come into this range.
Have it all
So
pull
as you
it
say
all in.
that,
Pull.
we're going to roll for initiative.
Okay, select myself.
I mean,
Yeah, we can deal with blue. You know what? That actually looks kind of cool.
Yeah.
Biff is learning. Yeah, I actually do like that. That's pretty fucking genre savvy of Biff right now.
It's not even genre savvy, it's experience.
I'm going to drop down that icon.
Oh, finally, a decent initiative.
No one's gonna want to melee this thing, right?
I mean, you never know.
Probably. Alita is a one-trick pony, y'all.
Oh, there's
Oh,
already a template down. Oh well, there's more now. All the templates.
Excellent. Just a moment.
Not too good this time.
Oh, I'm not last.
Oh, I'm not last.
Oh, how do I delete shit?
Oh, I should have one left. Unless Rob cast for me the first time. For the second time. But
There might be some shenanigans happening. You can double check your stuff if you desire.
I think when I rolled
so-
damage, it ate a cast.
Could have. It might have, yeah. Feel free to use the dice roller on the bottom left side of the tools, and we're going to begin combat. Give me that cube, boy! All right. Wow, Karn's first? The cube is last? Oh my god, this is going to be a real shit show. Okay.
Yeah, it is.
Fuck me up, fam.
All right, I can see it from here.
You can see it. It is emitting a faint light as it is standing on top of the moonbeam.
Have some
Oh.
more light as I whirl my spear around my head and cast it forward to toss another lightning bolt at it.
Is it possible with the downtime that we had that Verdi could collect arrows? I almost forgot about that.
Yep, half of the ones that you... What did you shoot, 4 hours last time?
I
You
think
can't collect the
4.
ones that went into the slimes. Those ones are dead. But
Yeah, no.
Okay, cool. So you can collect 2 of them.
2. Okay.
Okay, so it's 32 damage on a dexterity save?
Yes, dexterity save.
Alright, watch me roll a 20. Wouldn't that be funny? No, that's a 6. So 32 points of lightning damage. Let's see. Is there any kind of special... No, you're not a black pudding. Lightning doesn't help you.
Oh!
Oof! It goes and wiggles as you strike it with lightning. Roar. Are we testing things?
I was just trying to change something on my inventory, and it just auto ran because it's a hotkey. I'm sorry. Ignore
No
those
worries.
rules.
Ignoring. Karn, is that your full action?
Yep. Just casting a spell at it.
Biff, you shouldn't have those goggles of night. Sorry. Delete that from your inventory, please. Jaeger has the goggles of night right now. I'm sorry, I was messing with tokens earlier, and there was this plugin, and I thought if I added items, it would give you dark vision. It didn't work right. I forgot to clean up. Next time, I'll test it on bulk up. Okay, so that's it for your turn?
Yep.
All right, Biff, you're up.
All right.
Biff, you can see it. You can see it. It's got light coming out of it.
Yeah, I
It's
can
literally
see
like
it.
that YouTuber that does the drinks with the slow-mo camera.
Yeah.
25. Last usage of dragon breath kind of thing.
Okay. It has to make a dex save versus 15, correct?
Correct.
Oh no. Roll damage. $13 points of scalding damage. It begins to boil as you fill it with boiling hot steam.
All right.
It wiggles in pain.
And to keep from personally hitting this thing, Biff is going to unlatch the staff that he typically never has a reason to use. But here we go. And use that
Here we go.
instead to attack.
All right. All right. 7 points of bludgeoning damage.
Yeah.
Okay. You whap it. It goes stiff for a moment as ripples wash across its form.
And Biff is going to back up.
It's going to try to swipe at you.
Indeed.
Uses a reaction to try to pseudopod at you. Does 21 hit your AC?
It does.
It slaps you with a slimy pseudopod. You take 12 points of acid damage. Your skin is beginning to blister and pockmark with just dealing with so much fucking slime today.
Yeah. That's
All right.
par for the course.
Verdi, you're up. Verdi?
No, I'm looking. So burning hands, the 15-foot cone is how long it is, right?
Yeah. So 3 squares away from you, and it's a cone shape. So you could attack from there and catch it.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
All right. Hit him with the burning hands. Back at it again at the Krispy Kreme.
It is a
Dexterity save?
Dexterity save.
You guys are fucking killing me with these dexterity checks. He fails.
Oh, good.
It's a fucking cube. It's a wall. You throw fire at the wall. Roll damage.
3d6 fire.
3d6 fire damage.
Maybe it won't live long enough to take Moonbeam.
All right, that is 12 points of fire damage.
12 points of fire damage. It's your action to cast that, correct?
Yes.
All right. You've used your action. You've used your movement. You have a bonus action.
Natasha's not going anywhere near this.
Okay. So, Verdi, as you cast your flame and it briefly lights up the cube, you see that there is a torch being dissolved inside of it. You also see behind it a door fling open across the hall as 2 figures emerge. Hearing the sound of thunder, faith keepers from a distant room begin to charge. One wields a chain of silver with a hook attached to the end and swings it about with a almost artful finesse. It's kind of weird to see a zombie freestyling and moving with such speed as it charges forward. What's its speed?
Into the fucking cube?
Into the fucking
Yeah.
cube.
15, 20, 25. It only gets that far. It only gets that far. The one beside it holds a silver baton in one hand. And likewise moves with a sort of finesse to it.
That's unsettling.
Gonna run into the fucking moonbeam.
Verity, you are reminded of Biff as you see their movements. That's it for their turn. Roar, you're up. The cube is starting to sweat. Like it's oozing. The ooze is oozing. It's weeping like a jello mold that's been left out too long. Like a 1950s hot dog mold jello.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Who's got the mayo?
That's weird. It's not showing. Oh, hold on. I gotta fix something really quick.
Where's settings? Vision. 60.
There we go. I was wondering why I couldn't see something, so I moved a little bit too further forward than I meant to. I'm going to move back to there. So are we at the set of a top of steps or the bottom of a set of steps?
You see, you are the set of a top of steps. There are steps that descend. We're assuming now these steps go up. These steps are going up. The
Okay.
cube appears to be sitting on a platform with stairs descending from it.
Okay, so I really can't shoot at the Faith Keepers without actually shooting through the gelatinous cube first.
Yeah.
So I'm going to. Does a gelatinous would a gelatinous cube weigh more than 500 pounds, or is it like? Would I assume it's less?
It's a 5x5. No, it's a large, so it's a 510. It's a 10x10 cube of solid liquid, congealed liquid. So probably
More. Okay. Yeah. Then I'm just gonna stick with trying to firebolt it.
All right.
Does 10 hit?
10 hits.
Okay, it
12
takes
points
15 fire damage.
15 fire damage. Okay. You see that it is boiling. It is boiling, and there are pockets of air that are forming inside of it. It wriggles and writhes and starts to just spring liquid out of its many holes it's now forming.
It's almost dead, but there are 2 more coming with fancy weapons.
2 more uses? With weapons?
Yes.
Biff can't
Yeah.
see.
So yeah,
Alright,
that's
so-
my.
That's your turn? Okay, so we're going to move on. Tragos, is your hand actually raised?
No.
Okay, the disclaimer never went away. Moving on, Leah, you are up.
For giggles, I'm gonna. Let's see. Do I want to? Can't really do anything with that. Can't shoot through the ooze without whatever. Well,
Can't shoot goo.
Well, just for giggles, I'm gonna frostbite the ooze.
Frostbite and ooze. All right, so it's an
I'll ray of frost it, a little more damage.
Ray of Frost? All right. Whack it. 25 hits for 16 points of cold damage. It solidifies into a solid cube of ice and then shatters. Dead. Bits and pieces of ooze, frozen on the ground like a pile of snow, begin to slowly melt as time passes.
Too bad it didn't stay solid for a little while, because then they would have had to chip through the fucking ooze.
Had to chip through it to get to you. Ravenous bastards. Anything with bonus movement? Anything?
I'll make sure that the floating shield, animate shield, is active again with bonus.
Go for it.
Okay.
All right, Alina, you are up. There's some noise down this hallway. There's some kind of noise.
Yeah, and I did call out there are 2 more coming with weapons, so.
I forgot to roll for bulk up. Shame on me.
That's 15. That's 15.
Watch out for Moonbeam.
I've moved my 30 feet.
Okay.
Okay. You stand at the ready as these martial-looking, not even martial, like almost artful finesse undead start just kind of dancing toward you guys. There's a rhythm to their movements. Very much almost as though they are in some kind of combat dance. Faith Cooper's up. He's going to dart forward.
I still get an
Oh.
action.
Oh, I didn't realize. Sorry. Let me move back one.
I just did my movement. I hadn't done anything else.
I didn't realize you had anything on range.
I'm checking the range for light. It's touch, but can I touch one of the bricks next to us and cast light?
Yeah, sure.
I was gonna say there is a debris of light about roughly here.
You touch a brick and it lights up, pale like moonlight.
Just trying to give Biff a little bit of a little bit of room.
Biff needs
That's
a
what I
little bit of
got.
room. If you guys could see the light map in this area, you would maybe be upset with what's happening with all these sources of light. Okay. Sorry.
I mean, when I cast light, the last one goes out.
So this guy. Good to know. So Alina, movement, action, good to go?
Yep, just prepping for incoming.
Got it. So this guy, he's going to dart forward, steps into the moonbeam, on his way to attack the nearest living soul, which is Alina. Moonbeam, it's a con save.
16.
Con save. Gotta beat a 16. He gets a 16. Half damage. Roll damage.
8 damage radiant.
All right.
That was a very sad 4d10.
That's a very sad 4d10. He momentarily lights up with a pale glow. He cannot change shape anymore, for what it's worth. He's going to attempt to attack Alina with a swinging chain. Let's see. Silverwood, fighting chain, two-handed. Does an 18 hit your AC?
Yeah.
On the money? All right.
I know. I had to put my shield down because pole arms are two-handed. So.
Two-handed weapon. All right. So he's going to hit you. Hold on a second. That shouldn't be a -1. I gotta adjust that. So that's going to be 2 points. 2 points of slashing damage. He rears back and attempts to strike you again. 13's not going to hit your AC though.
No, thankfully that is a little higher than that.
It's a little higher than that. All right, one moment. Dexterity and. Okay. That's it for his turn. Karn is up.
Okay. All right. Well, there is one within range. So I'm going to shoot a bolt of lightning at the one in front of Alina.
Okay, dex save. 16, 15?
16.
All right, so that's a 15 on die plus 4. He makes his save. He takes half damage. Your lightning strikes down,
11.
blasting it. It seems to twist and as it takes 11 points of damage. It seizes up momentarily, and its tempo is thrown off. Alina, you see it quickly fall back into a rhythm, kind of dancing from foot to foot. Bulgup. He's going to move here. He sees 2 targets. He's going to make an Eldritch Blast attack. 13 does not. Nope, doesn't make it. He's going to try one more time. Bulgup swings and misses with both attacks of Eldritch Blast. Biff, you are up.
Biff's gonna actually step around Alina and get around this faith keeper and punch it in the back of the head with one hand. Unarmed strike with advantage gives him sneak attack.
Okay.
Was Snake going bard?
18 hits.
Let me.
No. That's Jaeger.
Huh?
What the hell
Jaeger's
is
the
my
one
sneak
going
attack?
Oh, okay, yeah, sorry.
It's a d6.
Thanks.
I forgot he multi-classed both of them.
Add 3 to that.
So 9 points of bludgeoning. You punch it in the back of the head, it twists around, it lifts its chain up and kind of flourishes it in your direction. You still have another attack.
Still having another attack. Gonna punch it in a stupid face that turned around and look at me.
Turned around to look at me and will punch his head off.
Shit.
So 25 hits for 8 points of bludgeoning damage.
Indeed. And Biff will stay there.
Its jaw cracks as you punch him across the jaw. Its jaw seems fully broken. Verdi, you're up.
All right, I am going to use my short. Well, would it be an action to drop my longbow and pull my short sword out?
Free action to drop the weapon. Bonus action to pick up your sword.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna attack him with my short sword. Do I only do double attacks with ranged weapons, or do I do two
It's
attacks?
any attack. You have
Any.
extra
Okay.
attack.
Want to make sure.
All right, you are attacking using it's a short sword, so you can use dexterity.
So that's a 17 to hit.
17 to hit. So as you reach out and attempt to attack it, it flicks its chain upward and attempts to grab your sword out of your hand with its chain and misses. You hit.
I hit.
You hit. It does not parry.
So that is 8 piercing.
8 points of piercing damage. You stab into its shoulder, wrench it free, sending fragments of bone in every which direction. It stumbles backward, looks about, little pinpricks of light in its eyes, looking wide and wild.
All right, I'm gonna attack him again. $25.
That hits. No matter what you roll, it is
Max
death.
damage.
Max damage.
I rolled a
You
6.
You sever its head clear off. It drops the chain and falls to the ground in a heap.
All right. And I'm keeping Natasha. Well, bonus action was already eaten, so that ends my turn.
Okay. The last Faith Keeper is going to dart forward. It sees Biff here, and it's going to attempt to attack.
Constitution
It needs
saving
to
throw.
save.
Constitution saving throw! That's a 14 plus... That's 17 total.
I still get to do the damage.
Do that damage. Do that thing you do.
That's better.
Substantial. So that's going to be 14... Nope. Yeah.
15 if you're rounding down, 14 if you're rounding up.
14 points of damage as it takes some burny radiant damage. It's going to attempt to attack Biff using this shining silver staff. 22 to hit.
I'm going to use the defensive taijutsu.
Okay. To try to reduce its damage. Go for it. All right, so you can roll your d10 plus your dex modifier plus your level. You manage to divert the staff out of its hand. The shining staff clinks and clacks across the floor. It looks in your direction. cracks its knuckles and proceeds to just volley this flurry of blows in your direction.
Oh, I disarmed it?
You disarmed it. You disarmed it. You can make an opportunity attack as it goes wide, trying to attack with the first blow.
Yeah, Biff's gonna twist out of the way of the first blow.
Oh wait,
and-
is defensive taijutsu, is it reaction?
Yeah, okay.
But no, these are brutal failures, so you can make this attack.
Okay. Yeah, Biff's gonna weave out of the way and like lean back with the staff in the other hand. It's like just smack it in the face.
Cracked across the face for 9 points of bludgeoning damage. Some teeth go flying. It uses its final attack to try to at least land one blow against you. Wow, really? Okay. It goes wide again. It can't seem to land a blow on you. It's moving quickly, but you're just moving a little bit quicker. So, Roar, you're now up.
Okay. I just let go of my quarterstaff as I run forward. I'm gonna swoop down. I'm gonna pick up the weapon that dead Skelly Boy dropped.
Sure.
Is it a martial weapon?
It is a martial weapon. Let me add this to your inventory real quick. Let's see. Roar Edward Pond. And we're going to drag the silvered fighting chain into your inventory. It is a silvered weapon. You realize by the nature of the silver, it has similar features to a magical weapon. In your hands, that means you are attacking with int.
Yep. Have enough movement. I'm going to sweep around. Oh, it's not going to let me. Oh, wait, hold on. There we go. I know that's dead. I wouldn't run the long way.
Moonbeam is still up.
Oh,
You
shit.
step into the moonbeam. You must make it.
Nope, I am not doing that. I forgot that the red spot was the moonbeam. That's my bad.
Okay.
Do I get advantage from this angle or no?
Yeah, you guys are like completely flanking this guy.
Okay. Then I am going to attack this fucker.
Are you using the chain to attack?
Yes.
Is that a nat 1, I see? I believe there may be
Are
one
you
left in the pool.
Yeah, there's one. Is there one in the pool, guys?
No, because CC used it already.
Yeah,
Oh, we haven't had a
we
crit
only had
since
like
that.
one tonight.
So much for the dice being hot. You have a second attack, but he's going to use his reaction to hit you with an unarmed strike. Rather, he's going to make an op attack, which isn't quite a reaction in this game right now. 7 doesn't hit your AC. You're a fucking Warforged.
Nope, that does not hit.
You swing at him. He swings at you. You have an extra attack to try again.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Not gonna land. Oh, you have
A
advantage.
1 and a 3. Oh, yeah.
You have
Oh, wait.
advantage.
Okay, so that would be my first attack then, because I didn't roll an advantage the first time.
Yep,
So
yep.
9 and 11 for the first one.
Really, the second attack, sir. One more time.
Okay,
22 hits.
22. Okay, I'm going to tie it with.
I'm just gonna hit it. It's just a D6, I guess.
So you should have a +8 to hit and +4 damage.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Actually, does it say? I'm going to use my bonus action to force it to attempt to make a save.
Okay. Gonna roll what kind of save?
Oh,
are you looking at the weapon itself?
Yeah. So it's a strength save for him. Unfortunately, it keeps closing the description on me while I'm reading it.
Oh no, sorry. The tripping weapon. So
Yeah,
it's got to be a dexter.
you have it labeled as a strength save. It has
Strength
to make a
save.
strength save.
All right, so you reach around and try to grasp its foot to trip it, and it's going to make a strength save to try to resist that.
And that's going to be
Strength.
14 target.
Target 14. It rolled a 4. You knock it prone.
Sweet. Since I don't, it's not showing me a damage die to use for when I hit. So, is it just a D8, D6? What am I looking at?
It's a D6.
Okay, one moment.
Roll 1d6 plus 4. Oh, what the hell? Boom.
8 points of was it slashing damage?
Sure. Like I said, it didn't come off as a weapon in my thing, so it's not showing me what I would normally see.
Oh, weird. Why isn't it? Yeah, it's right there. Silvered chain. It's 1d6 plus 2. Oh,
Probably the
that's
same
not-
reason why originally my quarterstaff was just an item or loot, not equipment.
Yeah, I just on mine it's just an item name, so it's not showing me the sweet stuff that I could use. I did accidentally use plus. It said +2, but or when you said it, but I have, because I'm using it with my magic, it's a +4, right?
Yes. So looking at it in your inventory now, under weapons, not under actions, but under weapons, and once it's equipped, now it should be up in your actions. It should be a d20 plus 8 and a d6 plus 4.
Okay, perfect. Then yeah, it's 8 magic damage, and he's prone.
He's
So
prone.
that was both my attack actions and my bonus actions. So I am done.
Got it. All right, Leah, you are up.
All this stuff.
There's so many things happening.
So many things happening. Just for ranged against prone is disadvantage, so
Yep.
since I'm not gonna be able to use Moonbeam on either of these guys because without frying somebody, I'm gonna move my Moonbeam token down the hallway as 60 feet. Or until I see something I can, a corner or something. Oh, can I do it slowly so I can see where everything is?
Sure, one moment. Let me see one moment. You have dark vision. You should be able to see down the hallway.
I can't yet because Fog of War.
Oh, it's too far away because you have dark vision of 60. Got it.
Oh, I will move up a bit. There we go. And I should be able to watch the light token as.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you find a wall, and this is going to be over here
How
now.
much movement was that? That was
60 feet.
6 feet exactly. I will leave it there.
Gonna leave it there. All right. You fry the bed. Lena, you're up. There's a skeleton on the ground. Well, there's some meat attached to it, but it's mostly skeleton. Move this guy out of your way.
Well, I mean, you don't have to. I've got reach now.
Oh, you have reach now. He's within 10 feet.
I was gonna say,
Oh, this is disgusting.
it's almost.
Are we
worth
all
the
going to
armor
end up
class
with silver
lost.
weapons?
Yeah, but we're gonna have to switch to the ones that we were supposed to get.
Because it's going to be silly if we do.
12 to hit.
12 is not going to do it. Oh, wait, he's prone. You have advantage.
That is.
Oh,
really
you attack twice. Oh, no. It just barely misses it. He twists and turns and rolls on his back,
11.
trying to scramble to his feet.
Not happening.
11. Oh, wow. What is going on, guys? What has happened? Karn, finish the job. Oh, you can't. There's too many allies nearby.
I still have my movement, and I'm not in
Oh.
melee range with anything, so
Okay. Sorry.
I will
Movement.
just shamefacedly move back.
This is fine. I mean,
back.
the remnants of that ooze is still within range, so I'm just going to toss my lightning bolt right behind him, so it'll hit him and none of my allies.
All right,
Actually,
so
it'll hit Biff.
Biff. It's gonna hit Biff. No matter
Let's
how
go
you slice
for
it. Go for it, Biff. You got to make a dexterity saving throw. He's Biff. He has evasion.
Toss it on here, on the wall.
That's a wall.
Apologize for the Biff.
Nah, that won't work. That wall is. You can only target the square in front of the wall. All right, so Biff, I believe you have evasion, so if you make it, you can tank it. It's gonna be 16.
Dex save is 17.
Biff makes it.
Biff makes it. Disadvantage, this guy eats shit as lightning explodes all around him for 20 points of damage. Bits and pieces of bone go flying. Shreds of fabric go into the air. Bulgup cannot attack because it's prone. Probably hit his allies quicker than he hits the skeleton. Biff, you're up.
Alright, Biff's gonna actually kick it in the face, because fuck this dude.
Okay, attack at advantage because you're stomping.
When the party struggles to kill that one bad guy.
23 hits.
It's
5
always
points
the
of bludgeoning.
lowest CR thing in the fight too.
Plus a 1d6. 5 with sneak attack.
It's 5 with sneak attack, substantial. You crush one of its shoulders. It twists and turns, the shoulder popping out of the socket to try to get away. You have one more attack.
We're gonna do it again.
Unless you flurry.
Ooh, that's a 2. Let's flurry. No,
Oh,
that's
you're
not
attacking
with
advantage.
advantage. Hold up. That's a 6. Holy shit. Alright, we're gonna use a key point to use flurry of blows.
That hits.
For 9 damage.
You crush its other shoulder. Its arm pops out. It's still scrambling to get up.
I'm
It does not look
seeing
good.
flashbacks of the Black Knight in Monty Python.
With your final attack,
'Tis but a flesh.
you crush its head beneath your heel.
Bite my kneecaps.
You pause for a moment. You look down the hall. You wait and see. You listen. And you all take one breath of relief as nothing seems to be pursuing you at the moment.
Woo.
Do we want to push forward now, or do we want to collect ourselves and take a bit to recover?
We want to recover.
Before I drop Moonbeam, I'm gonna try to sweep it around in here a little bit to see.
Sure. All right. Let's see. Can I just give you permission to touch this thing? Maybe. No. So move it around. We'll take the light source, move it around a little bit.
I can move it.
You can move it around.
I just had to find the right thing.
Karn, what was the damage on that lightning bolt?
You
20.
saved, so it was 10.
Thanks.
Not there, not there.
Yeah, Biff, I believe you have evasion.
I do. But that means.
Oh. That means
Evasion,
you take nothing.
you take no damage.
Oh,
on a
okay.
Successful save.
Because it was a dexterity save.
Specifically dexterity saves, remember that.
I thought it just gave me advantage. I forgot
Nah.
about that.
So, as you ask this, Roar, and Leah, you begin to explore, you do see the path ahead. There is a doorway that is open. It looks to be made out of wood in much nicer condition. Perhaps due to the elevation of the platform that you're on, it does not seem to be rotted. there appears to be a barricade, or a bar, rather, with the ability to lock it. With the dull glow of a moonbeam, Leah, you can see that there appears to be a tattered and old remains of a bed, a chest, and other accoutrements belonging to what should be a well-appointed room. Currently, it's in a poor state of decay, but it seems to have the creature comforts of a place of rest. And it does appear to be defensible.
Probably run out by now. I will grab a piece of debris or rock or something off the ground. If possible, cast light on it and chuck it in that corner because better lighting.
Sure.
See if I can't get
Lights.
it. Yeah.
You toss light in there. It's very well lit. From the angle that you're coming from, you start to see what appears to be some kind of pool or wash basin. It's still dark in the area. With your light, you can see that the water is mostly clear. Probably not drinkable, but it does look like you could clean. If you were to maybe purify the water, clean your wounds, soak your feet, take a rest. Potentially. So while you and Roar kind of inch forward, Roar, you come across the silver staff that was tossed to the ground.
Yep.
Yep,
it appears
that's
to
something
be
I want
some
to pick
kind
up.
It appears to be some kind of baton. One moment.
And I will holler back to them what's over here. Well, not holler, but
Here you go. That should be in your inventory now.
Is it a defensible room?
it's to be.
Then
As you turn
perhaps
the
these
corner.
ones take a rest there.
Biff, as you approach the stairs leading down, you see that there is a doorway. It is made of stone. There is a barricade across it, and it has a strange silvery lock. It looks like it could be picked, perhaps with some effort.
Right, just to be sure that it's not like connecting to the serpent eye room. Because of map.
Give me a insight check to try to map your way mentally as you catch your breath.
Nope.
You think this might lead directly into the Underdark. Possibly, maybe. You're not sure. It is a shiny lock. Maybe you could punch it or pick it.
Does Leah catch his interest in the door?
Yeah, he's not being that he's not being what's the word? Discreet at all.
Mind if I make an insight check to figure out if that's the same door?
Yeah, sure.
So just on the other side of that line that you crossed.
On the pool.
One of the pool. Ah! Oh my God,
I
Leah.
thought that they had looked in that room and saw that.
You are mentally mapping this area as you go,
We can see through the door, but there's a
and
bar across it.
you are starting to see that there is a certain degree of symmetry in this whole building. You are certain that this leads to the room with the serpent eyes and the dais, and you are guessing intuitively that there is likely a whole other wing that you have yet to explore. You also kind of recall those pools with the mirrors. You don't know for sure,
Good chance.
but there is a chance that there might be more of these secret entrances, exits around here, with those specifically.
Especially since this does not continue downwards.
Mm-hmm. Alina, you were saying?
Sam told me that that room was still locked.
Biff, I really want to identify the weapon that was smoking. I really want to identify that. But we should get in this room first, and I will. You said it was just
in
locked?
that room, so I assume that maybe we misunderstood.
This door down here is locked.
Oh, I
I thought he said that there was a door here with a bar across it.
No, that's the one.
No, that's this one here. That door that you're at, it is lockable. There is a door there. And you can
Okay,
lock
so it's just not locked currently. Okay.
Not locked currently. No, it is defensible. You
With
saw
the
the
sound of the lightning and shit, the Faith Keepers came rushing out the door.
yes. Alina takes a nap on top of a pile of, Alina, as you kind of crawl into this bed, you are vaguely reminded of. Well, you've seen Chantel's personal quarters.
Yeah.
And they are treated to a certain degree of comfort for what they sacrifice in terms of,
Life.
devotion to life, to death. Despite the decay and despite the age, it is a comfortable bed, especially for a person who tends to sleep wearing their armor.
Yeah. I feel like Alina she's just gonna curl up like a cat and take a nappy because she's not feeling so good.
Not feeling so hot. Verdi, Natasha, are you
Remind
guys?
everybody that anyone who spends healing surges within 50 feet of my presence gets advantage on them and gets a free one.
So I think
So
that's the question. Are we staying the night or are we staying an hour?
We can't stay the night because we have people sitting in a boat above. They're gonna freak out for their whole 8 hours.
So we're taking a nappy.
Taking a
Smash
nap.
cut to Mbanje trying to restrain the Jaggy as it chases after Petal in the cauldron.
I love it. You
Uh,
guys pile in here. Alina, you take a spot on the bed. Bulgup kind of peeks
There's
his head
plenty
in,
of room,
sees the
so
pool.
Alina's like she's not like hogging the bed. And when Biff climbs on the bed, she's like, "Yeah, we're taking a nap."
I'll
Bulgup just
take
plops
a
into the
position
pool.
near the door.
Bulgup takes a nap in the pool.
Oh, this is nice.
So I do hold out the baton and the silvered fighting chain towards Biff. Biff, choose one. These are definitely more designed for you. But I really do need to see the weapon that you picked up.
Oh yes, of course.
Where is Biff?
Like everything went dark. Unless, like, did you delete everyone?
No, I think you accidentally put yourself into a wall or something.
No, I was on
I
the
don't see him at
bed.
all. His icon got removed from the map somehow.
I didn't press anything, so
It might have been me. I might have fucked up. I might have had a fucky wucky. Biff, you are presented a chain and a silver hand baton. You look them over and you think back to the monastery, to the top of the mountain where Broken Earth taught you in the ways of peacekeeping, and combat. And you do remember some of the more exotic weapons being wielded by the monks that you served with. You understand that the silver baton, the hand baton, you can wield it without a problem, and you could probably fuck someone up with it pretty good. The chain, you realize, it's modified. It's a modified fighting chain. They're used to disarm and piss off the people that you're fighting against. This one has a nasty hook at the end of it that could probably do a lot of damage.
oh, there's a name for that.
Yeah, I forgot what it was called.
It's a comma at the end of a chain. A kurisame is something like that. Yeah, shit. Biff goes for that.
All right.
Yep, take that out of my in the silver fighting chain out of my inventory and give it to him. And if you could pass me over that sensor so I can spend a ritual to identify it.
So I never got an actual item for the sensor. I just like typed it in that it
Yep.
existed.
Roar has to identify it first. Roar, you spend 10 minutes to identify it.
11. It's 1 minute.
11.
Or
Yeah,
it
you
ends
spend
up
11 minutes.
being roughly 11 minutes.
What's a minute between friends? Give me one moment. I have to delete some things off your inventory. Actually, if you can delete them off of your sheet, you're keeping the you're removing the silver chain. Actually, I can do it here. Done. You're keeping the baton.
Yeah. I'll keep holding on to the baton for now since it's a silvered weapon and it does more damage than my dagger.
Okay. So you spend the 11 minutes and you begin to identify the magic running through it, and you find that it is divine magic in origin. Sir, could you not? Could you don't? I believe it's abjuration magic, and you divine a name from it. You know it to be the devotee's censer, and you intrinsically understand that divine magic flows through it. Upon striking a foe, be they good, evil, dead, undead, living, it will inflict radiant damage upon them. There's a flip side to it. For as much harming as it can do, it can also heal. The magical incense within restores itself every dawn, and you can choose to burn it to heal those around you for a minute. Once per day.
Nice.
It is in your inventory. It is missing its icon. Cool.
If I recall correctly, this has a limitation on who can attune to
Yes.
it, though.
You do recognize that there is the nasty issue of attunement. You can wield it as just a flail, but in the hands of a paladin or a cleric, that magical radiant damage and healing ability is possible.
I'll step up onto the bed.
You step on the bed? Alina, now Biff and Roar are on the bed, and it's a big bed.
And Roar is standing.
But Roar's fucking big, and things are creaking and cracking underneath him. It's kind of shifting your weight. You're starting to kind of roll toward his gravity well.
For the bed, either settle down and cuddle with the rest of us, or get off.
Natasha jumps onto the bed and begins to cuddle. This is time. It is time.
I step back.
The Gilneans are snuggling the cat.
I step back and I will hold out the devotee censer. Please pass the bike. This is yours.
Okay. And I will begrudgingly hand over the pole arm.
Oh no.
And I'll take the censer.
And I'll tell her, it does the same damage as a mace, but also does radiant damage, and it can be used to heal once a day, once every dawn. And yeah, you'll have to spend some time with it to be able to use its abilities, but only you can use it.
All right, so you pass her you pass the devotee censer to Alina, and Alina, you pass the pole to Roar.
Begrudgingly, yes.
Begrudgingly. You have a silvered pole arm in your inventory now, Roar.
I will look at Karn, since I know he had made some really clacky pointers at it. Karn.
This one would like to hold it, yes.
Okay. I was going to ask if you actually were good with fighting with these.
This one we'll find out shortly.
All right, you pass the
I will pass
pole
it
arm.
to him.
You pass the pole arm over to Karn. Karn, as you hold it in your hands, your hands now, your giant mechanical mitts, roll me a D100.
Oh, real dice. Oh, I still have it next to me.
Part of me just is like sitting here like, please don't roll good enough.
All right, Zelda dice, here we go.
Oh, are you looking for
Snake eyes.
The damage, yeah, because it was not.
Ooh, 71.
Populating.
71. Karn.
Yes.
For a moment, you are lost in time. You find yourself further and further, as far as you can be, from the here and now, away from your friends. The sound of chatter, the sound of splashing water, the gentle creaking of the temple around you fading as you and the polearm are isolated in your thoughts. You are taken back to a time, a memory that you had forgotten. Drills being taken, thrusting, twisting, tripping, scrimmages against others like you, made of steel and wood and black and mercurial metal. You recall the tripping, the marking, and the reach of this blade, an extension of your forearm. Something doesn't quite feel right. As you hold it and jostle it, the honeymoon breaks when you feel that it's just not quite balanced right. Your attention is drawn from the haft to the blade, and there you find the flaw. It's so very close to the make of what is yours, what should be yours. That extension of your arm. But it lacks the proper steel at the very tip, the pointy bit. The one that you've been carrying around this whole time. Oh yeah, that would make a nice substitute. That would complete it, in your mind.
Ooh. I'm going to sit down with my back against the door and lay out my spear and the polearm in front of me and start to investigate if there's a safe way that I can swap the blades.
You have a smith with you.
Is the roar busy?
I was going to investigate any books or things that happen to be in this room. What do you want?
When the roar is free, this blade does not belong on this weapon.
Roar's eyelights go out for a second, come back on. Go out for a second, come back on.
He blinked. He's dumbfounded.
Your why? Silvered, not silvered. One will damage everything, one only damages non-magic things. Why would you weaken the weapon?
Because it does not belong there.
The mouth opens for a second, so it doesn't say anything.
Roar blue screens.
I can make you a haft, much like this, to attach to your knife. But it is not a grievous insult to destroy such a masterworked beauty by removing its intended silvered head and putting on a mundane junk metal piece.
My eye lights narrow at Roar.
Would it be an insight check to figure out what's going on in Karn's head?
Yeah, roll an insight check. A 7. Warforged doing Warforged things. It's well, you can if Leah has an assumption, you can hold on to that assumption. But with a 7, you can't really confirm it.
Yeah, I was just basically trying to like not meta that like he had something like this, but it's not quite that.
You can kind of suss that out from what he's saying. It doesn't belong there.
The Roar can return to the Roar's investigations. This one will make do.
You sadden me that you are going to destroy a piece of art, a piece of history.
It is not right.
It is perfect as designed. It might not be right for what you think it should be, but it is exactly what it should be. That is the point behind a masterwork. It is perfect.
I just shake my head and brush a hand against the blades.
All right, so as we draw closer and closer to 11 p.m., I'd love to continue, but I think that's probably not.
Yeah,
good,
no, you screwed me
not
over
the
for
idea.
tonight.
Yep, sorry.
So
We're
we'll
gonna call
point
it
out-
here. We're gonna
We'll
call it
point
here.
out to Karn that there may be more silvered weapons down here, and you might find the one you're actually looking for.
Karn's just quietly brushing the blades.
So we'll call it here for tonight. You can hold on to that investigation check if you'd like, and since you guys are resting, if you would like to take downtime and make a thread or have any activities you'd like to do during the hour or so that you rest, if you choose to rest for more than an hour, we'll hash that out in the group chat.
Alrighty.
Thank you guys so much for.
Thank you for game.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks for slogging through it with me. Glad to have you guys, and we'll see you guys next time.
See you next time.
Have a good